Out of the three, radio, TV, and print, which type do you think has the brighter future, like with growth?
I think all three, but I think the way that newspapers, and I don't pretend to know the newspaper business, I can barely get it out of the plastic thing in the morning. But you know, it's become as important as our radio station, the website. It's like a newspaper that's constantly changing the headlines and constantly, you know, reading the stories. But I think each one of those will grow in a different way.
This thing here, this smartphone, has changed everything that we do and everything that you'll be doing from this point forward.
This is kind of something we do every year. It's our kind of junior media day, and it's really a great opportunity for the students to come in and hear from our media personalities and then really get a chance to take what the media suggests and interview players. Our head coach, Donnie Lever's here, Wendell Young, so it's really a great day and hopefully an educational day for the students.
I do this every year because I feel like I have a responsibility to help kids out. I stumbled on a sports radio when I was 34. You know, these kids know what they want to do when they're 14, 15. I'm impressed by that. I think the best thing I can do is just kind of, you know, give them the mission statement that you can be highly successful, you can make it, you can do it, and, you know, look them in the eye and let them know that there's a million other people out there that want the job, so if you want it, you can get it, but, you know, you got to be on your toes.
It's about finding a new generation of journalists to carry on and take this and run with it, because things are changing, and it's a way of educating them and letting them know what's happening, so that they can make the right choices for themselves professionally.
Journalists are going to be outside of the offices. I know where I worked before, I would look around and every terminal would be full and people would be sitting there, and I'm like, nobody's out there getting the news. They're just sitting there waiting for it to come to them. And now as the journalists are being working from home more often, you do get out in the community and you do talk to people, and you get stories instead of just waiting for new press releases. So that's a thing to keep in mind too, is just don't wait for the news to come to you.
To me, the neatest thing is they're now going down on the ice and they're talking to the players and coaches and general managers themselves and putting some of those things we just told them to real life use. And I think that's the neatest thing of all, is that they can actually go out and do it right now after we just sat here and told them about it.
I see it as a really step up, like an advantage. Like I could probably put this in as I did something different that probably another journalism student didn't get to do. I think it's just like a better insight. It just like gives you the experience. It just gives you like the feel of, oh, this is how the journalism world is, and it just like helps me like in everyday life.
It was really cool because this is the first time I get to do something like this, besides going to a journalism camp. So it's really cool to be here and to interview the players and hear their stories.
Today was something I was looking forward to for a little while, because our advisor on the school newspaper had said that it was a media day where we'd get to talk to some personalities, people who have made it in the field, which seems to be steadily declining. And it's nice to hear some success stories and to see that it really is possible to achieve success, so to speak, in the field.
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited. It was a pretty cool opportunity to, you know, meet the players and everything. No, I've never had an opportunity like this, but it's incredible.
I think it was awesome. It's nice to see. They probably think it's awesome to get out of class, first of all, and be able to come here. But I think for somebody coming here and as a students like that, just to meet a lot of people in the media, first of all, and then to meet the players and everything, I think it's a great thing for them, and it's a great program. I think they all are enhanced by it, and I think it's a great program for them to learn, and there's nothing like doing live interviews.
It gives them an opportunity to talk to someone who's playing a professional sport, and it gives them a chance to ask questions that they may need to ask if they do move on and become a journalist.
It's great. I mean, you know, anytime you can interact with a younger crowd, and they have, I mean, we're loaded with questions. A lot of them I haven't heard before, so it's always fun to entertain.
I mean, we can only fulfill so much. We want to make sure it's a program of quality over quantity until kids get the access to the personalities, to the players, to the coaches that they need. So the event was filled pretty rapidly. So I think once the students and the schools come out one year, they kind of see the value of it, and we get a lot of returning schools with different students, so each having a different opportunity to learn.